Yo, we back. We back, man.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Fuck Steve. Good evening,
Let me turn my phone down.
people.
Cheerio.
My bad. I'm just sharing it to like these random groups.
Last time you got us a hit, bro.
Yeah. Keep sharing them.
You fish us in.
I keep sharing it to these groups that say podcast on them.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all come in here, man. Let me, you know what? I'm going on YouTube, bro. I'm about to go holler at the YouTube homies. Maybe they'll come. I'm about to go tap in on YouTube. YouTube, don't hit us with a copyright strike, bro.
Yeah, y'all some hoes.
Boy,
Yo, chill.
That is not.
they ain't paying us anyway. So really, honestly, say, come on, say whatever you feel, bro.
Yeah, I say it's America, bro.
Niggas ain't
I don't
paying
know
us
how
no
long
money.
And the current presidency, I don't know how long we're gonna have the freedom of speech, but
I
as of
say,
right now, we can say what we want to say.
This is America.
Yeah.
Okay, just look in the.
Not so sure how long we're gonna be
Oh, they be tripping.
land of the free.
What we going to? We going dictatorship?
Yeah, we going straight for
Oh,
Russell,
man.
brother. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
What's up,
buddy.
Nita?
What up,
Well,
nigga?
Trump gonna vote for a dictatorship. He
Oh.
gonna just put our right to vote away.
Hey,
No,
Nita, I
no.
seen you sliding yesterday, Nita.
Just
Come on now.
don't touch my disability. I don't care what you do, homie.
Hey, I drive
I
to
don't
DC
care.
myself, bro.
I don't care.
I drive to DC
I
myself.
don't care, buddy.
Man, they do not want a bunch of veterans going
Mm-mm.
out there.
Them boys wild.
It'd be all of us,
Nah,
bro. We
they
ride it.
I'm gonna get them horns like old Buddy had at the.
We hunting heads tonight.
Just think, Buddy had them horns on his head. No shirt on. I'm going for blood, dog.
Who that on that neck?
I can't see. You can't see. All that matters is the horses see.
Yeah, we back.
Ask me and mine's for nothing.
You ungrateful sons.
As for me
What
and
up?
mines, we gonna fight.
What up, Grant?
Big
Tell
baby's gonna
Hey,
fight.
Grant, tell him. They touch that. Grant,
Big
come.
baby gonna fight. Hand me that musket, baby.
Got the
Stop
musket.
playing, man.
Musket.
Hey, Grant, tell him we riding, boy.
We ride at dawn.
He all the way in Houston.
A bunch of country dudes, F-150 hanging out the window. Dog.
Bro, I promise you. I'm gonna have a hat and everything.
Yeah, man.
Boots on the ground, ain't
Man.
Where my YouTube homies at, man? YouTube, what's up, man?
it? Yo.
Everybody, welcome back to another episode of Crunch Time Sports Podcast with me, Stat Guy Steve, Mr. Knock It Off right here, Drace beside me, Mr. Corporate Moan, Mr. Certified Moan.
Certified.
Yeah.
Talk to me nicely.
Gotta call him Mr. Worthington when you see him out in public.
Talk to me nicely.
You know what I'm saying? Gotta say some Shay on the end.
Yeah, man.
Deacon Cross.
Deep.
Deacon Cross over there.
Body heads, man.
Deacon Cross.
Body
Righteous right
heads,
reverend.
man. Yeah. Come on, real.
Always, man. Shout out ZTV Online.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate y'all as always.
Church was packed yesterday, boy.
Boy,
Golly.
outlandish.
They had people in the classroom.
Man.
I ain't lying.
He did. I was like, y'all.
How many pink suits
like,
y'all
bro.
see?
I was like, dog, y'all. This the only time of the year y'all seeing? Like,
Man, Pastor say, I hope the fire marshal don't show up.
Good.
no, that's how many people we had there. Yeah.
Good.
Bro,
Yeah,
church was packed yesterday, boy.
He been going to jail if the fire marshal showed up.
Pastor giving that good word, man. Pastor giving that good word. I was in there with Moan, trying to get Moan to go sing. He ain't trying to eat.
I ain't trying to hear it.
He want to do praise and worship.
I'll probably
Dog.
be singing for Mother's Day though.
Yep.
Yeah.
My man.
That's only because my homeboy asked me.
I'm gonna have my phone out, big
Yes,
dog.
I'm coming that day.
Crunch time, Moan. Praise and worship, Moan. Yes,
Christopher Carter, what's up,
God.
man? See you in the chat. What's good with you, bro?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, look, I don't care if they only come once. At least they came. To
At
the
least
church.
they came.
That's all that matters.
Well,
They be back next year.
Steve, shut up. Them
Hey,
niggas need to
man.
come more than one day.
Nah,
They
man.
do, bro.
No,
Nah,
no.
he ain't lying. They
Yeah,
do.
bro.
They do need to come more than once.
Once
They be
is the
back-
start, bro.
they be back
Yeah,
on Mother's
you
Day.
be back for
They
Christmas.
be back Mother's Day and Christmas.
Everybody takes sabbaticals, bro.
Yeah,
let it be.
Yes,
Shout out Contagious Creations as
Every
always.
Shout out.
time. Every time.
yup.
How y'all
Yeah.
feeling today, man?
Bro, I got a lot. Melvin Hill? Oh, never mind. I ain't gonna say that. I got a lot done today, bro. I got a lot done. I had an awesome day.
Okay.
Good job.
Okay.
I had,
Williams.
I had an awesome day today. I don't want to get into details, but it's
That's
very,
good.
very
It was a good
good.
day.
Today was a good
Today
day.
was a
Today
good
was a good day.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
sir.
On a Monday.
Mm-hmm.
Monday. Can't ask for nothing better than a good Monday, boy.
Good old
Yes,
Monday,
Lord.
man.
Nothing better.
Yes, Lord.
Y'all ready to get into it?
Yeah. Let's
So-
go.
Let's get it, bro. Let's get it, bro.
Baylor's men's basketball team has no players left from last season. Players have left in the transfer portal.
NIL.
Whew. This is NCAA fault.
Is this okay?
This is the NCAA fault. They should have saw this coming.
Yes, sir.
They should have saw this coming.
Oh,
This was
boy.
always
I
that
hate to
and
be a
that corner.
coach. I hate to
And
be
that
a
corner,
coach.
bro. Right now, they probably take me out there right now.
Man.
But no, for real, it's the NCAA's fault. They should have seen this coming, just like with the QB situation from the guy from Tennessee.
yeah,
Like this is all something the NCAA should have gotten rules and regulations in place before the advent of NIL.
Mhm.
You know what
Wild
I'm saying?
Wild West out
But
here.
because they didn't, now if you could, you'll do it too.
Yeah, for real.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't necessarily blame dude for looking for more money.
Opportunity. Yeah.
Yeah. The whole team left. Like, and if you ain't rock with the coach, no way. Like, what if I wasn't a starter on that squad, right?
Mhm.
And then you lose the guys. Then you want me to come and be
Right.
like, oh yeah, you can start next
Yeah.
year until you get some other transfers in.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So yeah, I'm gonna go to a place where they offer me some money, some
Yeah.
bread, and I can potentially have some playing time.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I don't necessarily blame the cats.
Nah.
I think it's the NCAA. I do think we need rules though.
yeah.
I do think we need some. They need to put some regulations in because it's getting kind of crazy out here.
The whole team, bro.
Yeah.
The whole team.
Whole team is gone. He got to start over from scratch. You know they about to get waxed next year.
Yeah. Yeah. What you got on it, Shay?
I agree with Mom, bro.
I think Baylor gonna be giving out a lot of
JUCO.
full ride
JUCO.
scholarships.
Look, man. So the way it was structured, it was 9 players entered the portal. 3 players ran out of eligibility, which means they done seniors or 4 or 5 year seniors, and then 1 player went to the league. So it's kind of like a perfect storm on things that kind of all happened at one time. Yes, NIL had something to do with it, but I'm sure there's other team that maybe not 9 players entered the
Right.
portal, but 7, maybe
Yeah,
8, something
yeah.
close to it.
Yeah.
You might have guys that stayed because they know that the opportunity to play just opened up a whole lot, possibly. But I think this is one of the worst storm,
Worst
type
case
of
scenario.
worst case
Yeah.
scenario. Yeah, it just hit them hard. What I will say is, like we've been saying, the portal is great. I
Yeah.
think it's cool for coaches. I mean, for players to move around. Coaches just got to deal with it. But at the same time, I do think it need to be some type of tweaks.
Yeah.
I think it may be
Some
a
structure to it.
a 2-year rule
Yeah.
where you at least have to stay 2 years. That still gives you the opportunity to transfer another time, which is still
Yeah.
good.
And
You know what I'm
still have
saying?
your eligibility. Yeah.
Yeah. And somebody brought up the fact that they should make schools pay a transfer portal fee.
Yeah, I seen that.
Maybe it should be a
Yeah.
couple $100,000.
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah.
I
that
saw
would,
that. Yeah.
yeah, I thought
Yeah.
that might fix it.
Now,
Yeah.
I think between that situation between the transfer fee, and it don't got to be a whole month. It could
Right.
be
And it
it could
should
be
probably be on the
250,000.
The
receiving
receiving.
school.
Yeah.
right.
Because that would desensitize you
Yep.
from what they do, what they call it, tampering with other players.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Is that possible? With the
Kenny
NIL?
Cortez says Warriors in 4.
Not
hey,
lying.
hey, Cortez, you might be right, bro.
Yeah.
Nah,
you might be
real
right.
easy
We gonna
last
get-
night.
It looked a little, and they
Yeah.
didn't, and Golden State didn't have a good game.
No.
Yeah.
But that's
We
not
gonna
the
get
same
there.
thing. We're gonna get there.
Yeah, but they'll alleviate 2 things. Number one, if I have to pay money for you to come in, I'm more I'm more
Hesitant.
picky on who
More
I have
hesitant,
coming in, because
yeah.
then the player still gonna want NIL money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I gotta pay $250. So I think that'll lower the market.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then also I might only can take 2 or 3 players in before I'm at 750,000 for transfer money. I think that'll short some things up,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What's up, Melvin?
What up, man?
What's up, Melvin? Yeah, so That's my little
Something
2 cents, man. Shout out to Baylor though, man. It's tough sledding, man.
If you need somebody to coach, I'll come up there. Bro.
Yeah,
I heard the coach. I heard the coach got it in transfer portal too.
I ain't coaching.
So they jumped in
all
right
the-
over
all
here.
the- All the coaches gonna do is complain, man, and talk about how much they don't
But
like the portal.
Yeah, but so now I don't agree with the coaches. They need to shut their mouth. Like Lane Kiffin, legit.
Yeah.
I think it's
Yeah.
Lane Kiffin, right?
Mhm.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
USC
Picked them up on the plane, right?
left in the middle of the night like Batman, bro.
Yes,
Yeah.
Him and his whole family.
yeah.
Like, shut up.
Yeah.
First off, I don't want to hear no complaining from a millionaire anyway.
Nah.
Ain't that crazy? Millionaires complain about other millionaires. Potentially millionaires.
Crazy.
Ain't
Yeah, but
that- ain't that sound crazy,
But
right?
the thing is, you took the controlling part out of it.
Yeah.
The thing about being a coach is you got to be able to adjust
Right.
in-game adjustments,
Yeah.
lineup adjustments. When players get hurt, you always adjusting.
I'll
They
tell
don't
you
want to
what,
adjust to
man.
this portal though. That's one thing
Nah,
they don't want to
They don't
adjust
want
to.
to. No,
And it's NIL. They don't want to do
Take
it.
too much effort.
it takes too much. They don't want to.
Just coach hard who you got there
That's
that year. That's it.
Because that's the job.
That's all you can do.
That's the job.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I pay you
yeah.
to coach.
Yeah,
pay
that's
for
the
that.
job.
Yeah, back here.
No matter who it is.
The people that need to get a raise is the recruiters.
Yeah.
That's who need to be getting a raise. In
They
my
They
opinion,
working overtime.
their
now.
job is a whole lot harder now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Yeah, recruiters need to get paid more money, in my opinion.
So what we got next? Steve?
Yo, so Deion Sanders, we'll get into that. I'll
Right.
write that up in a second.
Prime time.
Coach Prime.
Yep.
Recently called out the University of Virginia for allegedly tampering with one of his players, defensive back Carter Starmeyer, by offering him a substantial NIL deal to entice him into the transfer portal.
No, that's
Is that tampering? Is that tampering?
Deion
that's the game,
Sanders.
Deion.
Deion
That's the
Sanders
game,
asked
yeah.
him in a video shared by his son, Deion Sanders Jr., during practice. He had Prime addressed it and said, which school offered you the bag? And Carter said, Virginia. So Deion responded by saying, Virginia, you got to stop. I'll let you have one. I ain't say nothing about it. Come on now. Come on. We let you have one. I ain't say nothing about it. End quote. How y'all feel about that?
That's what I don't.
Is this hold on?
Ain't no contract.
Think to the best two players on
But
the
that
team.
ain't tampering.
Is that the same Deion?
Yeah.
Oh, I was wondering. I wondered if that was the same Deion.
That was the same Deion.
But I don't think it was tampering.
It's
No,
against the
I'm-
rules.
I'm
I'm looking it up right now.
What's
It's against the rules.
What?
It's against the rules.
To offer somebody
Yep. It's right here.
Yeah, oh, if he's not in the transfer portal.
No, they ain't in the transfer. They on his roster. That's what he complained about. They on his roster. They're not in
that
the portal.
changes it.
He's
They're
on
not
the
battle.
Buffaloes.
They're not.
The portal so they can
Oh,
sign
that's
him.
illegal. Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that bad idea. I mean,
That
I mean,
happened at a
still,
spring
bro.
practice where
Hold
he went off like that.
Well,
That
hold
was on video.
hold on. They was on the roster. Travis Hunter
Mhm.
and what's the boy name?
Shador.
Shador
But
was
they
on
hopped in
Jackson
the
State.
portal.
They
Yeah.
was on Jackson
But they
State
hopped in
roster,
the portal.
Yeah.
but they were still on the roster. They don't want tampering. They knew he was leaving.
Yeah, they hopped in the
It's kind of
portal.
temporary. He kind of did it. What up against the grain?
What's up?
Yeah,
man?
what's up, man? What's going on? Against the Grain Sports. Check them out, man.
Congress said, I think the Trump executive
fellas?
order has taken effect as we have every member on the today on the panel.
All right, go ahead, bro.
Hold on. What this man said? Hold on. What is
Hey, we back. We back. Right in time for the draft, dog.
Oh,
We are here, man. Look, man. Look. When we made this company, we put PTO in the contract. You know what I'm saying? In the LLC agreement.
Yeah.
So we just be taking out. You know what I'm saying?
We take
Paid
our
time
time.
off. That's all it is, dog.
It's not paid, but yeah.
Yeah. It's just the time off. It's just TO. We be taking
Yeah,
TO.
Time out.
Hey, also, yeah, Conrad, I'm with you,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, yeah.
Conrad said, yeah, Deion's going out to Virginia because they are trying to those guys while they're still on the Colorado roster. Yeah,
Yeah. That's the only problem I got. That's the only issue I got.
do
with
have
it.
an issue with Deion.
What's the issue?
I ain't like the way that he retired them two jerseys, bro. I absolutely hated it.
I
I hated
I do understand Travis's though.
it. Travis, okay.
Yeah,
I do understand
Shador,
Travis. I don't think so either.
if you can Travis, okay. All right.
Yeah.
I'll take he won a Heisman.
Yeah.
Right.
Probably the first and last. Is that the first? Yeah. going on.
Aaron, what up? Nah,
That
I don't
they
think
had-
that's the first. I don't
that
think
they had-
so.
that they had.
I could be wrong.
Probably
I
the
don't.
last-
I don't think so.
Probably the last one.
I don't want to be
Right.
wrong.
Yeah. Probably the last one. So
Did
but
Cordell Stewart win
I
Heisman?
don't know.
I don't think he
But
did.
Cordell Stewart went there. Yeah, I don't think he did.
Yeah.
I did have
Yeah.
that issue.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is, man. Dion is Dion. He gon' it is, but they already took a player. That's the thing. Where he's not going. They took a player from him already.
They
They
did.
already, I think it was an offensive lineman. Correct me if I'm wrong, Chad. I think it was an offensive lineman.
94.
Who won it?
Rashawn Solomon.
Okay.
Solomon.
So Cordell didn't
Solomon.
win it. Okay.
No, it's only them two.
Yeah. So yeah, you almost gotta retire Travis number. You know what I'm saying? But Shador, on the other hand, I don't know. It's up in there. What you think? You wouldn't have done it?
No.
Yeah.
Somebody
okay.
broke the numbers down. They
Yeah.
said he only had 500 quarterback.
What you mean?
He won half his game, lost half his game.
Oh yeah. But you just gave. I got a guy that's bringing major money to the city. So you got to play politics sometimes, even when you don't want to.
for sure.
Even when you don't
For
want
sure.
to, because you got to remember he just signed a new contract.
Uh-huh.
But them last 2 years, the buy is low. I believe it is the last 2 years, the buy is low on that contract. So you gotta keep betting him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So one of them things.
All right. Joe Dumars has agreed to a deal to become the new president of basketball operations of the New Orleans Pelicans.
Yes, sir.
Good move.
Yeah.
It doesn't move the needle for me though.
No, it's good because he know basketball.
Yeah, but Griffin though. I don't think the problem was David Griffin.
It was Zion.
It's Zion.
Zion Williamson
Yeah.
was the problem.
So like, how do you
Zion.
fix Zion? You know what I'm saying?
Get rid
Like,
of
what's Joe Dumars gonna do
Get
to
rid
fix
of him?
Zion? That's what I'm thinking. You gotta trade that guy.
Yeah.
Bro. I think you gotta trade him and get
Yeah,
what you
but-
can get back.
I already say, but what you gonna get for him? At this
I'm not
stage?
sure, but
It's
look
gonna be
at
a rebuild. That's
he was
all.
drafted in 2018.
It's gonna be a rebuild.
Yeah, it's gonna be. It needs to be a hard. You got
Yeah.
the hard rebuild and the
It's gonna
soft
be a
rebuild.
What year is it now? It's 2025.
That's
He
7
was
years.
drafted in 2018, and we ain't got nothing. We ain't got a pot to piss in from Zion.
Yeah.
No.
So it is what it is.
So
Salam.
the
Okay.
thing is, I think it could be a good job. What I want to know, which I never know,
Mhm.
is how much control
Do they got?
are they giving Joe
Yeah.
Dumars?
Yeah.
And if I was interviewing with job, honestly, man, and we being honest, what's your 3-year expectation of me?
Yeah.
What do you want to be in 3 years? By what he tells me would be what, how I would proceed. You know what I'm saying? First of all, I got to get an injured star off that makes a ton of money. That is a chore in itself. It's almost like
Yeah.
I might have to give a player up I don't want to be able to take Zion because he makes so much money. He is always injured to get something back.
Yeah, the cap cost.
Yeah. Then I got to figure out what my draft situation look like.
He gonna be one of them dudes we look up and he out the league, bro.
Right. But what do you know what I'm saying? That's
Nah,
one
it's
of the
like what
things
you-
I look at.
And then also like, so if you keep Zion, what do you surround him with? What do you build him with?
I
I
can't.
don't think-
I'm not building.
There's no scenario where
Listen,
you keep him.
No.
I think that is.
If I'm in this interview
Yeah.
and your main go-to is to build around Zion, I'm not taking the job. No
No.
disrespect.
Yeah.
I'm not taking the job because that same player is gonna have me out of a job. You got me
Exactly.
building around a guy that's not
But that's
playing
what got the
30 or
last
40
man out the
thank
job.
you, 30-40% of the
Yeah.
games.
Got the last man
Because he
out
was
the
there for
job.
6 years.
Right.
Yeah.
So for me to build, I have to have an exit plan out from Zion. If it ain't this year coming up, it gotta be the next. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, allow me 1 year to put some players in the org. I ain't gonna say around Zion to build a team. And then if it ain't good, do I have your blessing to move Zion?
Yeah.
If you tell me no, then I'm good.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna strap me and this man gonna get me fired. I'm gonna be gone
Right.
in 2 years. I'm gonna be out of here.
And he's still getting his money.
And he's still getting his bread.
Yes, sir.
Overweight, not, you know what I'm saying?
Eating donuts, still
Yeah,
messing
yeah,
with
nah,
Mariah.
I'm
Highway
good.
robbery.
I'm good.
What
I'm
you-
good.
what's
I'm
wrong?
good. I'm good.
Mariah.
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 I'm good.
Mariah.
Dumars is gonna take in the Walmart for some magnums. I don't know.
Oh man.
I don't know. If he part of my plan, I'm straight, man.
He
Because
gotta
it
get
ain't
out
gonna
of
give
there.
me no broke.
He gotta get out.
I
of
tell
there.
a man, look at the West, man. Look at the West. Look at the West, and don't
Yeah.
hamstring me
Bro,
with
but
Zion.
the
Look at the West.
The issue is when they got drafted, OKC won OKC yet.
Nope.
Mhm.
When they got drafted, Houston won't Houston yet.
Nope.
When they got drafted, Denver wasn't Denver,
Denver
yet.
wasn't Denver yet.
But all these teams came up
But let's and then
Yep.
and left you
Agreed.
by.
Yep.
And when I say they, I mean Zion and Ja.
Yep.
That's
Nah,
why
both of them.
nigga said he was good and ain't been good since he said he was
Yeah,
good.
it's true.
ain't no parade in his city.
Ain't no,
It's time. It's time to move, Zion. You right.
Yeah.
You right, Combat.
Yeah.
But at this point, see, that's why I like to
I
build.
wanna give him that second one.
Listen, I know this another
was
sport. I know.
not
I know. I know this
not the
another
second one.
sport.
That was
But
crazy.
that's why I like the Bill Belichick method. You move them early before you move them late. You
Yeah.
can still move them early and get value for them.
Yeah.
You see the player every day. You know how hard he worked. How hard is it to get him weight down? You see it firsthand. Hey, make some phone call. Move them early. Don't move them late because now you in this situation you in right now. You get no value for them. And now you got to try to build while these teams already took off. Now you got the Spurs breathing down your neck next year.
Yeah.
They're draft pick away. I
They
keep
come-
saying
they're
it.
draft pick
They're
away.
draft pick away.
And Lord forbid they pick Cooper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lord forbid they
Yeah.
put Cooper Rush.
But it ain't
And
just
then you talking
Lord,
about
it ain't just Cooper though.
Yeah,
It's another dogs in
They
that
got
draft
dogs
too.
in the draft. I mean,
Yeah.
Lord forbid.
Yeah.
and Dallas be right back in the mix next year.
You go get a
They
Jeremiah
could be back in
Fears.
the mix.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go get a Jeremiah Fears out of Oklahoma, sleeping on him. That's another lottery. It's a
Right.
whole bunch of hoopers, bro. And if they get one of them, hey, good
night.
luck.
Next thing you know, you got to worry about
Good luck.
the Warrior, everybody.
Yeah.
And the Kings will be better next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they will have time to adjust to their roster.
Mhm.
So it's like, and they're gonna get some draft picks in the end of the draft, but they're gonna get some draft picks.
Yeah.
So it's like, bro, what do you do? Like, how you gonna compete in the West when everybody gonna punch in your mouth?
Yeah.
Everybody. It's
Yeah.
always a
That's why I
toss
say-
up. in
Yeah,
the
it's
West.
gonna be a toss-up.
You gotta
Like,
scrap,
everybody-
you gotta scrap it and start over, bro.
And then I'm gonna be honest with you. I hate when us get jobs like this because we basically
On the
win a
fall
no-win situation.
Yeah.
bro.
Oh,
Become
yeah,
the fall
yeah,
guy
yeah.
for every team,
Especially if I'm gonna be the fall guy, you ain't gonna say nothing in the media, and I'm gonna just take all
Ain't
the
no-
darts.
You can't.
You know what I'm saying? I
You
hate
don't-
I hate
you-
that.
you
bro.
don't
can't
believe
be
it?
mediocre.
I would just
You-
take all
you
the darts
you
while you
don't
just
believe-
sit there.
You don't believe it? Ask Nico.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nico going through it right now.
True.
Yep.
Ask
True.
Nico, you don't
That's a
believe it?
good point.
Nico going through it right now. No, the
And-
owners want to get rid
And
of him.
never
he-
threw his
and he-
owners under the bus.
never-
And he
throw him
make
under the
because he didn't make that move.
No,
didn't
he
make
didn't.
that
make that move.
He
You
didn't.
don't
make that
trade
move.
you
You
don't
don't-
trade somebody that
No.
Yeah.
don't common sense tell you don't
Yeah.
trade the guy that average
No.
35 points.
Yeah,
No.
he didn't
Like
make that
nobody-
move.
They said, Nico,
He got
I'm-
paid to make
we
it.
gonna make the move. I'm gonna send you out here to smooth it out.
Yeah.
Now go smooth it out. Now this
Well, he
man
said,
got
"Well,
extra security.
Say, go out there and talk to the niggas.
Yeah.
Send that man
Basically.
death threats. Bro.
Basically.
Send that
Yeah.
man death threats,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
For
Nah,
a
it's
decision
facts.
that he didn't
I
make.
wonder
He
how
didn't
much-
make that
He
decision.
didn't make it a
They
decision.
must pay me a pretty penny.
Crazy
You
work.
you can't work for somebody else and make a decision like that. That's not how they work. But yeah, man. What kind of red say? What'd you say? Joe D has equity though. That's the
Yeah.
most brothers
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
have.
you
Yeah,
right.
you
You
facts,
right.
man.
You, that's true. That's
Yeah,
true.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the team he was
Oh.
with? Was he with Detroit for a minute?
Mhm.
Was he with Detroit
Man,
for a minute?
I don't
he
care
was
what kind of
alright.
equity he got. What's the plan for Zion? That's the first thing I want to know.
That's the first.
That's
thing you
the
gotta figure
first,
out.
bruh.
Get out.
That's the first because
'Cause I'ma
depending
go
on
in
what
there
you
and
say,
I ain't lying.
we might
can't do
not-
nothing with him.
right? We might not need to have a continue the
I can't-
conversation.
Bro, if he keeps Zion, he crazy.
Nah,
I don't see that happening.
Well, I trade him first. the
you say
first day.
Detroit? Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I do a room inspection. Zion, let me see your room.
Nah, you out of here, dog. I know you want to go. I know you want to go to New York. They got some pieces over there. I'd take.
As soon as I get hired, he gone.
Yeah, I'll take some pieces from New
Zion,
York.
Zion, let me see your room, bro. If I find 700, boy,
It's the off season for them
you outta here,
anyway.
bro.
It's done.
You out of here, boy.
It's off season for them
700
anyway.
Yeah.
Nah, fact.
Go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't get up out of here.
Yeah, for
Um,
sure.
Before we get into the playoffs, I want to touch on a couple of football things,
All right.
NFL things, I should say.
Mhm.
Yes, sir.
The Dolphins are reportedly trying to explore trades amid contract buzz for Jalen Ramsey.
Good luck with that because it's hard to pay a cornerback that type of money when they get past 30. When they're 30 and
Yeah.
above, and he's 30.
Yeah.
So it's hard for them because they lose a little bit of explosiveness. You're playing
Mhm.
backwards all game, and the new cornerbacks that come
He
in,
has
they just get
entered-
younger.
he
You know what I'm saying?
he has entered that journeyman
Yeah.
age.
Now, for the production that he's probably going to give you, I can get somebody off the bench to do the same thing.
Yep.
At this age,
At this
you know
age.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
He once was a lockdown corner for sure.
absolutely.
I think we got to be careful when we start saying
Yeah,
people are
lockdown.
locked down. So I think we got to be careful because I don't know if his numbers at any
You
year
just say decent.
was the like that. You know what I'm
He
saying?
did his job.
He did his job.
Yeah.
He did his job.
He was a real serviceable, a great corner.
Right.
He was a great corner.
Yeah.
I don't know about the lockdown thing because people would call him Richard Sherman lockdown corner when he was playing zone most of the time. He ain't helping with the top.
Yeah, he was.
So but
I mean, he 30. He's 30.
he's 30.
Yeah,
He's 30.
I'm
But
talking about the money. He 32 million on
I'm
the
not
cap.
paying that.
he's 32 million on the cap. Ain't nobody paying.
Nah,
Ain't nobody
nah,
paying that. Hey,
Trade him,
bro.
I understand. Trade him.
Nah.
About 30 million. Yeah,
Now Jared probably will get him,
yeah.
and because
I don't. As a second corner, I'm taking Jalen Ramsey. As a second corner,
but are you paying him $32 million for
Nah,
a
nah.
second corner?
Nah.
it
That's the
depends.
issue.
It depends on what I got, though, man. It depends. He gonna have to fit into a certain system that can pay him that type of money. I'm trying to look at his cap. His kid's cap. Dang.
Why you do that, right? Let me read. Conrad said Zion better learn French as he will be in Toronto tomorrow. That's hilarious. And he said, how does a GM sell toast? As that's all I've seen Jalen Ramsey as over the last 2 years.
Now that's a
Yeah,
fact.
Well,
You see,
you
that's,
funny, man.
that,
But
I
yeah,
mean,
no, that's a fact.
Conrad, you right. That's what I
That's
was
a fact.
saying. Like, I don't know how you're gonna pay that $32 million to him and be comfortable.
No, you can't.
Now, if you telling me he going to the Browns and you got Myles Garrett out there, that 32 looks okay.
That's a scary man, yo.
Yeah.
Myles Garrett.
Yeah,
Very
He was-
His contract weird the way
you know he
the way
wasn't
it
really born. He was made in the lab.
Yeah, they had to make him.
Yeah.
25, 26, 36. Bro,
All was born in a hospital. He was manufactured
his cap number 36 million in 2028.
in 2028. What?
36
Ugh.
million.
When he's what? He be 33,
Hey, no, they're gonna have to eat that.
34.
In
Oh
his-
no,
in
they're gonna
his- yeah.
They're gonna have to eat
They
that.
gonna have to hold that.
Ain't
You
nobody
got to
going-
eat it,
yeah,
or
yeah.
somebody
Ain't
else.
nobody
Ain't
going
nobody
there.
going
Not
to
nobody
that.
going to that. And he not gonna opt out. So
I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm trying to figure a spot. I'm trying to figure somebody out that got a decent corner already, but need a second corner that can actually pay the money.
Him.
Damn, man. Who comes to mind?
Well, in football, you know they'd rather go draft somebody. I don't care about paying no agent.
Yeah,
Nah,
because they just
agent
put it.
player, bro.
They put it on the back end.
Yeah, they're not gonna do that.
Maybe Young. Yeah, he probably ain't going for no restructure.
Bro ain't had about 2 interceptions last year.
Conrad said Washington would be a good opportunity for Jalen if they could work the money.
Nah, don't strap yourself, man.
Don't
You
strap-
doing
yeah.
good with the money. Don't start.
Nah.
Paying agent play. You can go get you a good corner in the draft.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
first 3 rounds, you can go get you a corner
Yes, sir.
and pay. And
It's
that
it's a
man be
deep draft
making
for football, too.
Yeah, he be making $5 million. You know what I'm saying? Young
Yeah.
legs.
yeah, young legs, yeah.
Yeah. So I wouldn't do it if I was Washington. I wouldn't do that.
No.
But it's gonna be interesting, man. I think he's gonna be right where he at.
Yeah, he
To be
ain't going
honest.
nowhere.
Or maybe they try to move him in the draft.
They could do that.
I don't know.
Trade
Would
him
you
for
would
like
you
a
would
good
you
pick?
let me ask you a question. Would you give up a 5th for Jalen Ramsey? If you had the cap room, I'm only talking because obviously you gotta have the cap room if you're gonna move him. You gotta have the cap to fit him under. Would you take Jalen Ramsey for a 5th? No?
No.
Okay.
Nah,
There it is.
I have to get the young boy, man.
Hey, there it is.
Give me the youngin,
Look,
man.
I couldn't even make my mind up.
There you go.
I'm like, if you
There
had
you go.
told me a
Yeah,
six,
give me the youngin, man.
yeah,
'Cause-
6
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Give me the youngin, bro.
Yeah. I feel you.
Just go ahead and
What up,
draft,
boo
man.
boo?
Hey,
What's going on?
Fred Warner was drafted in the 5th round.
Yeah.
We can find
Hey.
some.
Conrad
We can
said,
find some in the
remember,
5th round.
Conrad said, remember
What's
they
up,
tried
boo-boo?
with Lattimore last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Hey man,
Let's
them-
go.
Yeah.
hey, with the draft right here, man, you done. We're gonna see what's going on after Thursday.
And corners don't take long to develop.
They
They
don't.
don't.
They don't.
They don't.
So I'm not.
Well, it depends. It depends on how
I'm
your
talking about the
defense
good ones.
structure.
I'm
Yeah,
talking about the good ones.
yeah. But if you got a hellified D line, they help.
They
You
help,
know what I'm
they help
saying?
a whole lot.
That is a fact.
Yeah, help a whole. Yeah,
You know what I'm
help a
saying?
Help a whole
yeah.
lot. That's
If
why I
you-
said he'd be fine if you want to.
Like he would help with the
Browns or
Cowboys.
somebody.
It's like, you know what I'm saying? If your D line like us, then you better cover.
You guys earn your check, boy.
Play
Earn your
harder than
check.
you ever played
Earn your
every
check.
game. Bro.
We get ass on nobody, Jack. That nigga, you gonna be cover your ass off, boy.
Football is the one sport where you can look at them dudes and be like, "You not doing your job." Good.
Yo,
Nigga, I got
That's a fact.
this nigga got 7 seconds to run a route. Nigga, I
Yeah.
can't keep up with Buddy, man. God damn. This nigga zig-zagging. This nigga run a fade across to a post. Nigga, I'm still coming.
I thought
God,
he
get
was-
to the quarterback.
I thought he was about to run a post. He ran a comeback.
This nigga ran a drag post. And I'm still running that damn G. Like, come on, man. Can't nobody cover that long, man.
No, bro.
Eat the Perez, what's going on, man?
So, what kind of money y'all think Brock Purdy gonna get?
55.
They said, yeah, they
I say 55 to 60.
we seen
That's what I'm going with.
we seen they said 50 and up. That's what they saying.
50 and what he want? What
They
you
not
think he
saying
is?
what he want. They were just saying they really not putting nothing out about what he want. They were just saying like they know it's at least
If he
50.
gets anything under 55 a year, it's criminal.
Yeah,
in
I
my
believe
opinion.
me too.
In my opinion,
I say
Yeah.
55
I
to
think it's
57.
criminal.
That's a good
if he
contract.
gets anything.
I say
That's a good
55,
contract,
57.
55 is fine.
That's a good
I
contract.
wouldn't give him 60,
Yeah,
but 55 for what he's done.
yeah.
Yeah,
Let me ask you this.
you ain't
straight.
got to pay Debo because that's gone.
Right. Let me ask you this. If for whatever reason the contract negotiation break down,
Mhm.
would you push Purdy out? Would you try to set him up in a trade? And if you would, what would you want back for him as far as trade value?
I don't even know what you could get for him.
That's
the
why I'm
thing.
asking you.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's what I'm
Because for all I'm not gonna sit here. It's my squad, but I'm not gonna sit here and act like I don't understand football.
Mhm.
Purdy is good for the Niners.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I don't know
What he gonna look like
what
for
he
any
look
other
like
team,
for
right?
anybody else.
Yeah.
That's my Draymond argument.
Yeah,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying.
That's my whole Draymond.
So I don't,
argument.
and for that reason, that's why the Niners pay Purdy because
Right.
he is good for you. I don't think because we seen under their regime, Purdy has played the best as quarterback.
Yeah.
He's played better than Jimmy.
Mhm.
Trey Lance did not work out.
No.
All the other quarterbacks all the other names we could name, they didn't do well.
Yeah.
Jimmy was hurt a lot. There was other quarterbacks that came there, and no one had the success Purdy had.
No, I get that. I get that.
I mean, Jimmy went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Jimmy, they also
Yeah, I
ran the
mean-
ball
yeah, they
500
ran the ball the whole
times a
I
game.
playoffs.
Yeah.
we addressed it, but we ain't addressed the draft. Because I'm trying to see if that could even be an option. We assume that when these contracts get talked about, that they're gonna get made.
Oh yeah.
Right.
But any disrespect
they
on
said-
either
yeah,
side,
they said
and
they
that
re-
shit can go
they
left
said-
real
they
quick.
said the only thing they debating right now, well, the negotiating right now is the years. That's
okay,
it.
all right.
So they close to the deal. It's just the years is what they saying.
I give you a 3 for Purdy.
Yeah.
I give you a 3 and a 5. I get depending on how whether I got comp picks or depending on how many and it is also depending, is it a veteran team?
Yeah.
Does this need a few pieces?
But for 49ers,
Did I have a good offseason
But
free? All that stuff matter.
49ers couldn't do a trade because they need a quarterback.
Yeah, they,
You
they-
could. You got quarterbacks. You can go get Dart.
Who?
You can go get Dart. Well, nah, he ain't
He's
gonna
not-
make it. He ain't
He
gonna
ain't
make it
gonna
to
make
the
it
third.
down. He's not
He ain't gonna make it
down
to the
there.
third.
He ain't gonna make it down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he ain't gonna make it to the third. Yeah, you can't get Dart.
You can't get rid of a quarterback.
Yeah,
You
Dart,
need a quarterback.
Dart
100%
gonna be late
55,
first, second.
bro.
Yeah, he ain't gonna make it to the third.
Just pay the man, bro.
55, yeah.
Just pay the man.
Yeah, okay. Pay Purdy, man.
And then for the Niners, you paid everybody else, bro. Pay Purdy, bro.
Yeah, but y'all believed in everybody else. Y'all don't believe in Purdy like that. It should be real, just like we don't believe in that.
We have
Why
good
I'm
would
keeping
reason
it a
why
stack,
would
though.
we
not to believe in
Yeah.
that.
I'm keep-
They don't
I'm-
have a good reason
I'm
not to
keeping
believe
it
in
stacked.
Purdy.
Why would we believe in that man?
GM got an effed up job though, bro, because
Yeah.
a GM job is to put the best team around you for the best
Mhm.
value.
Best value.
And
yeah.
then I turn around and do that and then say, well, you only won because I put the people around. Nigga, that's
Yeah.
your job.
That's your
Right.
job.
Like, what the
You
hell?
literally got
Like,
hired
paid
yeah,
to do this.
but it kind of bites you in the ass though, because they GM can legitimately say, well, I put players around you. You had one of the best teams in the league. True.
Yeah,
And
but,
I won.
But I mean,
I ain't won the bowl, but I
every
won.
team
But-
that wins can say
but-
that though.
But bro,
Yeah.
and that's the thing with Brock Purdy that is so hard. Cause like Moan caught himself real quick and was like, "Oh no, they ran through the playoffs when Jimmy was there.
Hmm.
Like it was the running backs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was a real thing. It was running backs and stream passes to Debo.
yeah.
But that goes for a win for Jimmy. So when you go up, it says, well, Brock did just what Jimmy did,
Yeah.
I mean,
but they didn't do the same thing.
man, well,
Because that Detroit game, when we went to the Super Bowl a couple years ago, he wheeled them back.
Yeah, he said
he took over that game.
Brian said, hey, yeah, Howard need to get classes. He do. I agree with you.
Yeah,
ain't
Howard
no
need to
hate
get
for me,
classes,
big
bro.
dog.
Like,
Yeah.
How he do his thing.
like, they just did it. The guys that won the Super Bowl.
He do his
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, I ain't
He had all
hating,
the help
bro.
in the world.
Right.
Yeah, he got weapons everywhere.
Hey,
all
And
just-
over the
and
Brian,
signed both
Brian.
wide receivers.
all over the field.
Brian,
yeah, and
just-
signed both.
Just remember this: the rooster will come home to crow. We said about the 49ers. Y'all day coming. Just enjoy it, man, because these young cats, and the thing is, the more success y'all have, the more they gonna want their money, the hotter commodity they gonna be on the market, the more somebody else gonna be able to pay. Everybody want Super Bowl players.
Yeah.
First thing they say, he brings Super Bowl moxie to the locker room. We all know that. So just hey,
And
wait
I
on
hope-
it, dog.
And I hope the rooster.
Yeah.
I hope it comes
Hey,
on
wait
this
on it.
next year. 2025.
Hey, just wait.
So let's go ahead and get into these playoffs, man.
Yes,
before we wrap.
sir.
We saw OKC,
BTA.
BTA.
That
Austin,
won't-
what's up,
Grizzlies.
homie?
No,
131 to
that wasn't
80.
no BTA. That was utter destruction.
I was about to-
It was utter destruction.
Them boys
It was.
won by 51 points. Are we surprised?
Yes,
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be a better game than
For
that.
an NBA team,
I
get
thought
beat
for
by,
an NBA team, to be,
and-
I
and
thought it was gonna be better than that.
beat by
Dog.
51 points
Let's-
in the playoffs.
Let me just say that marks the 5th largest margin in NBA playoff history,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which is crazy.
Like I was when I
Yeah.
seen the score was 70 to like 32.
Bro.
I was like, I'm like, what is this?
Man,
What
I
is
get-
this right now,
I got a church at halftime. It was 60 something to 36.
It was.
the
bro?
Thunder
Uh.
went for 50% from the field.
Wreck ball. Boo said
No,
wreck ball.
no, right ball, straight up.
Rick
Nah,
Ball,
for
you ain't
real.
lying.
But here's the
For
issue.
real.
We'll get to that
Because I
also.
watched 3 quarters. I'm gonna tell you the issue. The fuckers can't shoot. The
You ain't know?
The
Yeah,
Grizzlies
of course.
can't shoot.
Nah,
They can't.
yeah.
And unfortunately, OKC has what I've been saying on this podcast all year. Defenders.
Yeah.
Shea play,
What happened to
Williams play, Green. What's the other dude name? Green. What up the other dude that's on the what's his name? Straw. He played defense.
Yeah.
Lou Dort.
Lou Dort.
Lou,
yeah,
yeah.
like Lou Dort. He plays defense.
Mhm.
Like all the you got
Jalen,
Chat back there.
Yeah.
He's doing what I said.
Hey, bro, what's up with Triple J, man?
Man, I'm
What
gonna
you
get that
mean?
nigga then. Hold on. I'm gonna get him in a minute. Hold on. I'm on a rant right now. I'm getting.
What you mean,
now.
man?
Now, then you got Chet back there doing what I said that they need to do with Victor. Help side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a tough day when you go up against them guys. Now, what Jaw's good at, attacking the rack. I got people up on me, pressing
Yep.
me.
Yeah.
And 2, the help side defender that
Yeah,
happen to be 7 foot.
Right.
If you can't shoot to get them out of that, this is what's gonna happen. And Triple J,
4 points.
Jaren Jackson Jr.
what are you doing?
Yeah, he is, man.
What you got going on, bro?
Kendrick Perkins said, "Well, you average my number." He said, "You an all-star."
Go. So I'm gonna ask y'all this. Legit. No, I'm being serious when I ask this.
Mhm.
As a coach, you're a competitor. What adjustments can you make?
I gotta take Edie
for
out.
game 2.
I gotta take Edie out.
Okay, and why?
Because he's taking up too much space when I'm trying to attack the rack. And those guys, and you'll see if you go back and watch the game, Chet was just sitting down there waiting for whoever
Waiting for-
came because he didn't trust whoever it is on his backside to shoot the ball.
Yeah.
So they was just waiting on him, and because they know they're trying to dump the ball down there into Edie so he can
Yeah.
get going, they're just throwing another extra body at him. So now he's not able to get the easy stuff that he was
So you
able
said,
to, you know what I'm saying? So I probably had to take in this series, Edie probably is a little unplayable.
Be a lot better.
And
than-
because Jaren Jackson can shoot, I'll probably run Jaren Jackson at the 5.
at the 5,
So I
yeah.
can spread the
That'd
floor,
be a
bring
good
this other
adjustment.
guy out.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
but that's what I would do. Just looking at it, you know.
Memphis
Okay.
kind of small on the perimeter as well. They're a little small to me, man.
That's a small team.
Yeah, small
Yeah.
team.
That's
Other than
what-
Edie.
And the Thunder, man. I watched the Thunder. I didn't realize their rotations, the way they switch, bro. They
Drace,
play hard nose
Drace,
defense.
this is what I was telling you about them in
No.
Boston.
I get it. No,
No, I'm saying, but this is what I was telling you about them in Boston. I was like, yo, they got just like Boston got
Mhm.
defenders.
With
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
They got defenders
them
everywhere.
Yeah, they got them too.
Everything.
They got them too.
everywhere.
They do.
And I'm just like,
They do. They
I
defend.
don't know if Boston had to run into these guys who would come out.
Yeah.
Because what they don't do, like Boston do, they don't let you off the hook on those
Nah.
fast breaks.
They don't.
So when they turn you over, they're not gonna take a low percentage 3-point
They
shot.
don't,
They
yeah.
go into the rack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's the one thing
To
that
the
they don't do.
Baja.
And what concerns me when it comes to Boston is that they take those threes, they miss them, and then OKC is out.
Yeah.
Boom.
You know,
We'll see that when we get. They both got to get there
They gotta
because they
get there,
both got
yeah.
daunting
because
tasks on each side.
I still think the Clippers gonna want somebody lunch. But
I don't.
Denver had a little.
yeah,
Yeah,
you're right.
yeah.
Denver did not have a great game. They still.
But I don't see too many adjustments that Memphis can make. I'm just being honest, man. They don't. They
Yeah.
team is not structured. Where I've been
David
Bro.
versus Goliath.
again. Ja doesn't play winning. Players that don't play winning basketball, and you're not gonna win with an athletic point guard that
What?
that does what he
Yeah,
does.
as nice
Name
as
me
he-
one.
as nice as
Name
he
me
is,
one point
He don't
guard.
make nobody better.
Name me a point, just one that you can remember in the last 20 years. Just one, an athletic point guard that flies around, make acrobatic plays like John win a chip. Name me one.
Name one.
Name one. I'm talking about with their playing
There's
style.
been some that's been successful. Derrick
Yeah.
Rose.
I'm talking about win a chip.
Like win a chip.
Exactly my point.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, this is it for John. I'm rolling that to the.
Yeah, and then
He
Triple
don't-
J's issue. I don't think you can play Edie and Triple J in this series at the same time.
Nah, you can't.
Yeah.
You got to
That's
make
my
adjustments.
thing. I don't think you can play him at the same time because I think Triple J's best quality is when his back's to the basket
Yeah.
and turn him into a spot up shooter.
Yeah.
With Edie.
Edie gonna have to play the role that my boy played in Minnesota. What's my boy name? Big guy, Rudy. He going to play that role. You got to play
But
unlimited minutes.
The only thing is, I think
Oh.
Edie can give you 20 and 10. I think he can get. I think he's got the.
But he can
offensive
score the
game.
buck. I mean, he
I
can
got-
score the
I
buck.
just-
He
I
can-
just-
he can
But
score.
just in this series,
Easy.
they don't believe in Triple J
And the shoot.
shooting and his shooting.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's gonna kill him.
So
They're playing the
Lakers,
percentage type
the
thing.
Lakers lost
Lakers in five.
to
Not surprising.
117-95.
Hey, Y'all they gotta stop being fans and just look at basketball. They haven't been able to defend all year.
Nah, for real.
Like, they haven't been able to defend all year. The first thing we all said on the podcast is when they got Luka. Wow, you got AR and Luka out there. And who gonna defend? They can't defend.
They can't defend the
But
perimeter.
they can be defended.
Ole, ole.
Looking at the stats, the percentages, I should say.
Mhm.
Timberwolves went 50% from the field,
That's crazy.
50 from the 3-point,
Uh,
corner threes, 75%. They went 9 for
they doing
12.
that shit twice.
Nah, they doing nothing. Nah.
Yeah, and Lakers, they were 43% from the field, 36.6 from the 3, and missed 8 shots at the rim. As y'all just said, no, the Timberwolves not gonna do that every night.
They're not.
They can't.
No, they're not.
Nah.
75% from corner threes is crazy.
That's
You're not
insane.
doing that.
Yeah.
Can't even do that on 2K.
Right.
Yeah.
RNG.
Yeah, it's crazy. But
Lakers at 5.
Lakers at 5. I don't know.
Lakers
No.
at 7.
Because
I don't.
because here's my issue. Here's my issue. What's the dude name? The defender. What's his name? Dice? Is it Dice or somebody? What's his
Who?
name?
Jason
McDaniels.
McDaniels.
Jaden McDaniels.
James McDaniels.
Had AR strapped up.
Yeah.
I thought AR fits.
Took him out of the game.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
thought he was black, man. Because Bill was
He was covered so well,
He was
bro.
covered so well. I thought he was
I mean,
black.
but,
I'm
you
like,
know,
oh, he's
Let the record show
he got a
Jaden
sunburn.
McDaniels is a great defender. Though.
Yeah,
He's
right.
been a great defender.
But the issue here come the issue. So Luka did his thing. He
Yeah.
got what he wanted. He had like what 36 points,
37.
37 points,
37.
37 points.
That's
But
what
here's the
we
thing,
don't mind.
But dog, we'll just let you go.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
know you can get your numbers.
Yeah. We don't mind.
But we can stop everybody else.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then when you get signed, you think then he start forcing. And then when you think he's gonna be able to do something, you got another perimeter defender on you. And then you got Ant talking trash.
Luka cannot win this game. That similar style he played last year. It's not gonna work.
He don't have the team.
Well,
Yeah.
he don't have the
He
shooters.
don't.
Yeah, he
He
don't have the
definitely
team.
don't have the shooters.
He don't have the
Yeah.
shooters. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not gonna work, man.
Nah.
The Lakers in 5. I don't know. I don't know about the Lakers in 5. If you was to pick a team that can defend on the perimeter like the Timberwolves, that would probably be the kryptonite. Other than the team that have
Yeah,
a dominant big
People
man.
were really acting like they were about to blow through these boys.
Nah.
They
I
were.
didn't. I
And I'm like,
definitely
I'm
didn't.
like, y'all
I
don't-
didn't think
y'all
that.
don't watch basketball.
Yeah, I didn't think that. Braun looked a little, he played well in the second half, but Braun looked a little old at times. I noticed Braun take a lot of plays off, and it comes
He
with age.
older, bro.
I get it.
Yeah.
But the thing is, this a time for Reeves to star in his role now. And I don't know if he got enough to do it, man. It's gonna be tough sledding for the Lakers, bro. I'm just being honest.
Put Bronny in.
Now,
Come on, man.
Conrad, one thing I'll say about Luka, it's hard when you got to carry the majority of the offensive load.
Mhm.
It's weird that we always say that about Luka. He don't have no defense, but nobody say that shit about KD.
What you mean? Well, KD ain't never been a worse defender than Luka ever, even now.
But KD ain't the greatest defender in the world either.
But you ain't-
He
you-
But he ain't look at people. He ain't look at
yeah.
people run past.
But you ain't. But you ain't calling him out the pick and roll either, though. He never been that.
Yeah, it's true.
Never.
Yeah, ain't
You
nothing
ain't. Hey, bring me KD. You ain't never seen nobody do that
Yeah.
ever in life.
Bad example, man. Bad example.
Yeah.
You right.
Not KD.
You right. Not KD.
They call Luka out.
Yeah, they call Luka.
And
me-
that boy
me-
got bricks on his shoes. G,
me-
bring him by
That's a
here.
good. That's
Hey,
good.
Me and
Don't-
Steve was
good point,
talking about.
guys.
I don't
Good
need
point,
the
guys.
pick.
Me and Steve was
Good
talking
point,
about on the way
guys. Good
here.
point.
It's him and Harden.
Yeah.
They the two.
They
Yeah, the
signed
two.
it. Yeah, you right.
Yeah,
You
two.
right.
He got bricks
Yeah.
on his feet. G, he
Yeah.
can't move, man. He can't move side to side. His lateral movement is shaky, dog.
And
But he got to do 37 points.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
He tired.
I just want, bro. I want you to be an average defender. I never told you got to be in the defensive player
You
race.
right. It
Ever.
was some- it
I
was
never
sometimes-
said that.
It was sometimes I watched the game. Him and
Foul
Bron
him,
did
bro.
not sit in the chair.
Foul him,
None.
Yeah,
Foul
they
him,
did
man.
not sit in the chair. They
Yeah.
just
Slide your feet, get a blocking foul. Something.
something to show some type of impact, bro.
Yeah.
There you go. That's him. That's Brandon right there. What he say? He say, can I put this? I told y'all Ant was gonna retire Brun and show the white boy. Yup, this is a black
Yo.
this is a black man's league.
Oh, yo, you too.
Set a quarter. Yeah, man. You was right, bro. I knew you was coming, man.
Man.
Yeah, man. So
Yeah,
y'all, so okay, the adjustments. What adjustments we making with the Lakers, man? To come out victorious in game 2.
Defense.
Okay,
Well,
what's
you
the
have
next?
to-
What's the next adjustment?
I mean, you got to get your
Cause that's all we got, Coach.
Yeah.
That's all you got for me.
Defense.
Defense.
Put your hands up.
Something, man.
Yeah,
Hit him.
man. I don't know, man. I'm trying to think. They make up right now.
Conrad, my bad, bro.
It don't fit. it just don't fit, man. What you say?
Yeah, bro, just throwing letters together as a response.
My bad, bro.
Oh,
Start
man.
Brody. Nah, we start Brody.
Yeah, that's what I
man.
just said. Put Bronny
Hey,
in,
you,
man.
you seen that OKC
Hey.
score? That's what you
Yeah.
starting Brody.
Yeah.
And you can't put Brownie on the floor with Ant Man.
Hey.
Out of all people in the league,
Man.
man, you can't put that man on the floor with Ant
Man,
Man, man.
Shock,
Man,
man.
look
That is
here, man.
blood in the water, boy.
Barbecue
Oh
chicken.
my God.
It ain't barbecue chicken. This is gonna be barbecue chicken,
Man.
mashed potatoes,
He ain't gonna take that
Gravy.
personal. He was like, what?
ham, turkey.
Man,
She
Braun
would say that
Braun to fight Ant Man, bro.
He
He
would
had
have
to.
He would have
He had to. He had to fight Ant Man. That's the only way.
Dog that boy, man.
Fight
He
him
gonna try
and
to
him
dog
and his
Nah.
daddy. Go tell your daddy.
Don't tell your daddy. Come here.
You got to fight him.
Yeah. Dump truck. Tree stump. Donald Trump. Lakers and
Lakers are fine.
No,
Adjustments
So
none can be
Austin
made.
thinks-
Their two best scorers are white. Look at Austin.
Yeah,
God, dog, bro.
no, but Austin says, "Are you worried about the Lakers?" I'm personally not, and everyone's overreacting.
Oh,
So
no.
you should- I don't
I
think
think
they-
it's
overreact.
I don't think they're overreacting
Nah, I
because
don't
the
think-
holes are still there that they've always had.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right? So Bron's old as shit. Right?
Yeah.
You can't really expect him to give you
No more sitting in the
Luka-
chair.
Luka ain't gonna play no defense tomorrow.
Luka ain't gonna play no defense. Your shooters, they shoot sporadically.
Yeah.
And that's the key thing there.
Streaky.
They look in over that stretch, they were hitting their shots, but
Mhm.
historically throughout the season, they weren't that great of a shooting team. And that's what you got. And then you turn around,
And-
they're small.
And Ant-Man got them boys juiced up, man.
Yeah, you got them juiced up.
Well,
Yeah.
anytime
I'm
a
thinking-
player can get his team
Now,
to play
I would
beyond
say-
themselves.
Yeah. I think the Lakers could definitely win because I don't think Bron gonna have just 19 points in the year.
Not
No.
for real, yeah.
But
She said, then hell hit the DX on them.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for real.
Yeah.
That boy Ant-Man is
It's over, man. Like,
He
nah, I
not
mean,
scared, bro.
it's not over. It's not over. But JJ, you claim to be a genius. I want to see it on
It's
this one.
time to
'Cause
be
you-
a genius.
they
man.
lose-
You
it's
gotta
looking-
figure it out.
They lose game 2.
It's looking like
They lose game
it's-
2. It's gonna be real
Yeah,
rocky, buddy.
now. I'm not calling it on the Lakers. I'm saying that I think they can win the series,
Nah, they lose this
but
game 2. They need to win.
Yeah, they lose game 2.
They need to win.
It's tough sledding.
Yeah,
Yeah,
They need
it's
to win
tough sledding.
game 2, bro.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna be a short series. It's gonna be a short series. They lose out.
Do the
What you say?
Rockets have a chance of beating Golden State?
No.
Okay.
I mean, here's the thing. I think sometimes people over or underestimate Curry's basketball IQ.
Yes, sir.
Because what we saw last night was he made an adjustment from the last time they played.
Mhm.
And what I mean by that is they was pressing him over the top all game,
Yep.
and it wasn't too long before he started splitting the defense and getting
Yeah.
to the rack,
Yeah.
getting layups. He did not see him shoot a mid-range up. I'm like, oh, he got him figured out.
Yeah.
Mhm.
When I seen him take the mid-range right there at the free throw line, I'm like, oh, he got him.
Yeah.
He got him figured out. They're going to be on his back up all night, and they were.
Big
Mhm.
shout out to Steph, man, for making that adjustment because the last time they met, Steph only had 3 points
Yeah.
Because they were
and turned it into 31.
now.
And
Not
he
plus to
playoffs.
the Pistons, they was holding it. Man.
Yeah, they were holding.
Yeah, I mean, we all know
Yeah,
what was going on
they
that
were-
game,
Yeah.
but Steph still made the
And it's a
adjustment to get
veteran.
31.
It's a veteran team, bro.
Bro,
We don't care about
exactly.
regular season.
They've been there.
we don't care about
Yeah,
regular
they've-
season, man.
They've gone the distance to get
Yeah.
the chip. Houston is just now really getting the shot.
Yeah.
Last week.
Like me and Mon was saying, bro, Jimmy had 25 with no offense ran for him.
I gotta read this one, bro.
Go ahead.
Was Bron acting like a
Word.
can't say that
Mhm.
by Stephen A. Bronny is trash. I don't think Bronny trash, but I think this is time to get the DMPs, to be honest.
Nah, for sure.
We all joking, but yeah, you
Yeah.
can't throw that boy in the fire like that.
Yeah.
He not ready for that.
Brian gonna have tough sledding anyway.
Yeah, it's tough sledding,
He
yeah.
undersized.
So you asking was Braun
He's so-
acting like a
he's
B
so
word when he came to
little,
his
bro.
son?
Nah, he wouldn't, because I act like that too. You can call me whatever you want by mine. It is what it is. I'll be whatever you want me to be, soft, a hole, whatever. I'm gonna be that.
Hey, well, you're right. The Rockets don't have the firepower or
Mm-mm.
like key
Not
players.
one
They got the
player.
toughness. They one player away.
They one player away. They need some offense from somewhere.
They one player
You
away.
know what I mean?
And another thing that people are not respecting with Golden State, they play defense, buddy.
Yeah.
Them
They do.
boys- them
They
boys-
do.
Scary.
Them boys lock up.
Shay,
bro.
how many times we talked about
Them
Jimmy and
boys lock
Draymond?
up.
First
man.
off, Jimmy being on that team is crazy.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
again, 25 with no point, no
Nothing ran
offense
for
ran.
you, bro.
But when you got Steph Curry run off threes and everybody run to him,
Yeah.
I mean it's easy to
It's
get
easy.
backdoor cuts
Yeah.
and mid-range jumpers. Like that's what was happening.
Yeah.
Conrad said they underestimate Steve Kerr and his way to judge seeding. This is a pop disciple at his finest.
Oh yes.
Fair.
Yeah, that too.
But no, you remember I said he lost that game on purpose
Yeah.
at the end
No,
of the year.
no, you right, Conrad. You're right. That's another thing that's actually genius because he knew they don't have a lead dog, but he know if he goes against Denver, they got Yoke. He can give you
Yeah.
30.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You go against OKC, they got SGA.
Mhm.
He can
They
get
can
30.
give you 30.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He know that.
Yeah.
Who on the team on the list that can't give you somebody give you 30 consistently?
Right.
The Rockets.
The Rockets.
We're gonna get our feet wet with the youngins.
Yeah, we
He
get back.
say
Get back in shape. You know what I'm saying?
he say why the NBA ratings are trash. I mean, we've been talking about that for a couple years. To answer your question short, the way the game is played, the injuries, the not respecting the fans, as far as them paying, it's a lot of money to go to an NBA game, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And
Not,
then and the
street
product
clothes.
ain't there.
Yeah, the product, not playing hard,
Yeah.
taking us for granted. Pretty much in a nutshell, that's pretty much all it is. Because that's the only thing we're
Yeah.
not complaining about the skill.
No.
These guys are more skilled than there's ever been, in my opinion. They are very skilled,
Yeah,
right?
100%.
Some people might disagree, but they're very skilled. I put it to you like that. It's just disrespecting the game. You
Yeah.
see other sports and they don't disrespect the game like that. The most popular sport in the world in the United States is the NFL.
Yeah.
They never disrespect the game.
No.
Them boys playing broken bones. You know what I'm saying? They getting injections.
Could have got to eat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Take the guaranteed contract away.
Well, NBA got it good, but
Yeah.
Don't forget,
they
That's
get
all.
paid regardless.
you can see
Mhm.
Pat Mahomes play on one leg and win.
Man,
On
yes,
one
sir.
leg.
So,
That's a fact. They
Once
don't
one
need
leg.
Hey, Stink.
for everybody who's in the chat right now, make sure you please go and like this live right here And make sure
Mhm.
you follow us on our social media pages: Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. And tell a friend to tell a friend.
Mhm.
Until next time, crunch time out.
Lakers and
All right.
Lakers and five.